Okay. The problem statement is the website is website name is whois.com. This is the website. Okay. This is the website. Here I have the input file. Just telling you the problem statement, domain status. The project name is checking for the domain status. Okay. What we need to do here, I have the website URL. At what one person will do in a company every day, one employee, he is doing that when a digital marketing company, they require that this domain is registered or not. Means when this is registered, when this domain is expired, all these details they required. Okay, what they are doing, they are, one employee is there, they are copying this name and he is going to this website. And here after opening the whois.com website, he is clicking on this whois. Okay, here he is entering the domain. Sorry, Zoom link was okay. This domain, Control C. He is searching here, clicking on search button. Once after searching here we are getting the domain information, onlinediner.in. Who is the register, when the domain is registered, when it is expired, when it is updated, and kind transfer and name servers. These details, what he is doing, he is copying these details, domain name and register, the next then registered on. Okay, expire, rather than going for register, we are going to expire on. Register on we are removing, we are taking expired on. Okay, then we are taking the name servers. These details he is updating. Let's check here, we can update. Okay, these are the details he is updating. If you check home, okay, these are the details one employee is doing it daily. Okay, these are the details employee is doing it daily. Same, he is applying for the Puja, shop.in, RPA zone.in, construction leaders, all these he is doing. Okay, this is the manual task. Then this one we need to do how we can automate it. Okay, what is the manual steps we are following? Adding in the notepad. Okay, first we are opening the browser. What steps we are following? Manual steps. Opening the browser. This is the first one. Then after we are searching for the URL. Means searching after opening the browser, we are searching for the, we are putting that URL and we are clicking on that. Open the URL. After that, what we are doing it manually. I am writing here what we are doing it manually. After that, if you click on this whois, I think directly we can open this domain whois. Okay, we have the link. Rather than this, directly I open this whois.com. Whois, this is the URL. I am opening directly this URL. After that,
read the Excel.
yes, good. Okay, after this we can read the, means we are taking the input from the Excel, taking the input from the, please mute. We are taking the input from the Excel. Okay. And after copying it, we are typing the domain name. Typing the domain name, that is rpazone.in. Okay. Then I think rather than this, we have the Uipath task capture. Na? Uipath task capture I have. I don't know. Okay. I don't have the task capture. Okay. In the next class, I will show you that how we can do the task capture. Typing the domain name. Once after typing, we are getting the details, information about the domain. Okay. Copying the this. Click on search. Click on search. Copying the domain information. And pasting it in the Excel. Okay. And again, typing the new domain. This is what typing the domain. After all this complete, after pasting it to the Excel, again we are typing the new one. This is what we are doing it manually. Okay. Let's see how we can do this with the Uipath. Do you understand? Huh? In any project, first you need to understand the business. What's the concept and what we are going to automate. That is very, very important. If you don't know what you are automating and what problem you are solving by automating this, you cannot go forward and you cannot explain it also for your managers and all these people. And you cannot suggest improvements in your automation also. Okay, it's not like that. We are whatever steps we are getting and we are doing the same in the Uipath. No. Okay. We have some changes we are going to do. Okay. First, I'm deleting this. Okay. In the first step, I'm taking the new process. That is RPA zone domain checking. Domain checking. Here, first step, what we need to do, open this URL. Okay, that is first step we need to do. For that, let's wait 2 minutes. Okay. You need to open the browser, first step. For that, I'm going to do is, I'm going to the activities panel, clicking on typing the open browser activity. Which activity? Open browser. Here we are using the only classic activities. Okay, if you are using the modern, it will not show. Remember that point. Open browser. Once after open browser, here we need to insert the URL. Okay. URL, I am taking a variable. URL. Okay, I'm taking this and I'm pasting that URL. Which URL? This one. Okay, I'm copying it. Okay. Tejas, we are already recording it. Okay. Okay, and we are pasting that URL here, and this variable we are passing here. Website URL. Okay, it's done. It is in a string format. Okay. After clicking on this open browser, if you go for the click on properties in right side here, we are getting the all properties. In properties, in the input, it is asking the browser type. Which browser type we need to go? Edge. I am using the Edge. I'm going to the Edge browser. Okay. Once after this, now one task is completed. It is opening the Edge browser. Once after opening the Edge browser, what I need to do? I need to type the input now here, taking the input from the Excel. For this, what I need to do? I need to read this Excel file. Okay. Go to the activities, read range. I'm taking the workbook. Previous classes, we already discussed that what is the difference between workbook and Excel. Okay, I'm taking here workbook activity. Here, browsing the file. First, before browsing, we need to close this. Okay, I'm browsing it. It is on the desktop. Uipath files, domain status, opened. After this, which sheet name means which sheet we need to read. That sheet name we have to give. Opening it, let me check which sheet name it is there. Sheet 1. Sheet 1. And the range is whole sheet we are reading. They're not giving any specific range. If you give the double quotes, it will read the whole sheet. After this, I need to save this data. It will come, output will come as a data table. Okay, Control K, input domains. Sorry, DT domains. I will take it as a, we can refer as a DT domains. We can know about it. It is a data table. DT domains. Okay. After taking DT domains, reading it. Now we have read the file. After this, we need to type this one, domain name, that whatever domain name, we need to type that. Okay, this is the online and the column name is domain name. Okay, for this, we need to type for every, first we need to type this one, this one, this one, this one by one we need to type. For that, what I'm going to do, for each row in data table, for each row in data table, I'm taking the for each row in data table activity. Okay, I have taken the for each row in data table activity and I am pasting here. Domain, sorry. Which data table for each row? DT domains. Once after completion of it, I need to type here domain name. Okay. For that, I'm taking activities, domain, sorry, type into. Okay, type into activity I'm taking. Indicate and browser. Clicking on F2. The timer will start and we need to indicate here. Okay. Where we want to type it here. Let's go it. For that, first, which we want to type it, the current row here, current row of, what is the column name? Domain name. Correct. Current row, yes, current row of domain name. Sorry. Current row of domain name. domain name dot to string.
Dot to
Okay, this is what we are typing in that. Now we can check that this selector is correct or not. Go to the, if you click on these three dots, go to the edit selector. Here, query input tag. Okay, this is correct. Maximum. Okay. If you are getting any selector issue in future, we can rectify it. For now, it is correct. And we will, in upcoming classes, I will tell you that what are the selectors and all these things. Okay, for now, we can proceed like this. 1 minute. Okay, this one. For right now, we can check this. This is working perfect or not. Okay. We can close this browser. Save it and debug the file. Okay, why it is showing? The Excel being used by the another process. We need to close the input Excel file. Closing it. Okay, we can retry it. Okay, it is typing, but it is typing here only, save. Okay, for that we can stop it. Why? Because it is in the for each loop. We can close it and we can stop here. Okay, for that it is directly typing. Here in the typing to go to the properties. Here one have in the properties are there. Empty field means if you move your cursor here, it will tell you that what about this option? Why this option is there? Okay. Here if you move your cursor, it is saying when this checkbox is selected, all previous existing content in the UI element is erased before writing your text. Okay, if I'm taking the I'm opening the browser. I'm opening that who is, I think we are already have the URL. Okay, I'm opening it. What that empty field will do, if something is there here like this, it will remove this content and it will type the new text. That is what it will do. That is empty field. Okay. And one more option is there, similar to type. This similar to type is, if you are running, it will type in the background. See, if you don't need to be open, it is in the front end. Okay, if you, my browser will close like this, it will type in the background only. I will show you the difference. Here, I did not click on any similar to type or send me the message. Okay, if I click on save, I am debugging it. Okay, it is opened. It is typing online training. Now it is removing it now. Previous text, whatever it will be there, it is removing it and it is typing. And one more point here you need to observe. Here the Edge browser is coming very like this. For that, after opening the browser, we need to maximize it. Okay, in the activities, after opening the browser, I am going to use the maximize window. Okay, this one, maximize window. What it will do, it will maximize the whole browser. It will take a big screen. Okay. Now I will run it again. I'm closing this. Now, if you are able to observe it again, observe it. If you get the difference between without clicking on similar to click option with clicking on similar to click option. Now browser is open. It's maximized and front end, the browser is opened. If I'm closing this, automatically browser it is opening. See, if I'm closing this, it is opening in the front end. Okay, but I'm stopping this. Okay, I'm close this. Now what I'm going to in the type into, go to the properties. I'm giving the simulative type. If I'm giving the simulative type, here you can observe it. What is that type? What means simulative? Okay, go to it, go to the properties. Here you can move your cursor on it. It will show the description about that particular option. Any option, if you don't know about what is the use of it, how you want to use it, just you can move it. Cursor, you will get it. If you read it now, automatically 90% you will get it. What is the use of it? If it's selected, it is similar to the type using the technology of the target application. This input method is the fastest of 3 and works in the background. By default, this checkbox is not selected. If neither there is not nor send window message checkbox are selected, the default method perform the action using the hardware drivers. Okay, the default method is the slowest. It cannot work in the background, but it compatible with all the desktop apps. Okay, what the default method will do? It will not run in the background. It will run in the front end. Already I shown you. Okay, now I'm clicking on this similar to click type. Clicking on save button, we can see the difference. Now we don't need to show the browser in the front end. Back end automatically it will type. Okay, browser is opened. Okay, it is typing. Now what I am doing, I am minimizing this browser. Nothing is happening. Automatically it is typing in the background. But previously we observe it. It is opening. Browser is opening in the front end in our screen. Right now, it is typing in the background only. This is the difference of normal default and simulative. Okay, if we will use the send window messages also, same thing it will do. It will type in the front end only. But half of it will use your keyboard mouse. Okay, I will stop it. As we came to discussion for the simulative, we will check for the send window message also. Okay, send window message. Now simulative will be false. Now I'm going to do the send window message. Closing the browser. Okay, it is a little bit slower than the simulative. Simulative will be the fast. 3 types of inputs will be there. This type of question they will ask in interviews also. Default, send window message, and this one, simulative. Okay, I am minimizing the browser. Still, it is also working in the background, but it is very slow as compared to the simulative. Okay, I'm stopping it. And here we can see the properties. What the simulative, I'm clicking on the simulative, I'm stopping it. Right. I'm clicking on false. Window message. Okay, send window message, I'm clicking on false. Okay, you understand it now? This is how it will work. Now it is working perfect until we are typing the domain name. The next step is that we need to click on search button. Okay, for that, go to the activities, click activity, go to the click, take the click activity, indicate inside browser, type F2. Okay, let's see. Now I'm clicking on this button, only search button. I'm taking it and check the selector, edit selector. This is check. If you want to check it here, you can click on highlight. The selector is correct. Oh, it's okay. Okay. Parent ID tag button. We can, okay. Either we can set the best selector also. If you click on here, open in UI Explorer.
In type into drop down, we can't provide enter option.
Yeah, but that I will tell you. Wait, just inner text search, a name search I'm taking. Okay, that will become very strong, that selector. Okay, I'm saving it. This UI Explorer I will discuss in upcoming classes. Okay, click on okay, it is validated. Click on okay. Yeah, your question is that why can't we take the enter, means shortcut? That is what you are asking, right? See, why we cannot take the shortcut button, enter button here, hotkey, because property whenever we are giving the simulative click type is true, the Windows shortcut key will not work. I will show in the live. If I'm taking here, enter. Where is the enter? Break. See, this is enter. Okay, I have given the shortcut key enter, but here it is throwing already it is showing error. Cannot type special keys using simulative input mode. While you are using the simulative click, you cannot use the shortcuts. Hotkeys means hotkeys. But if you use the send window message, it will work. There is no error. Okay, that is why we are not using it. I am removing it. Click on OK and go to the properties. Check it, uncheck it, check it. Okay, now the click button also I'm taking the simulative type. Okay, okay, now it is searching. Now let's see it is working fine or not. Okay, maybe it will work. Then we can proceed for the next one. I will open the input Excel file. Okay, just I will type it manually. Okay, let's type it, search it. Now I got the domain information. Other than this, let's wait. Okay, I'm searching this construction it has started. Now I'm typing this. Now the domain information here. Okay, directly I can get the text. To get this text, what I need to use? Get text activity. Okay. Here I will use the get text activity. Get text. Indicate on browser. This one I need to get it. And edit the selector. Okay, here class is default, parent ID, and tag is div element. Let's check, highlight it first. This is showing default value, parent ID. Let's check, we can more elaborate it or not. Okay, a name we cannot take because a name will change every time when domain will change, a name will also change. Okay, let's take this one only by default, whatever Uipath has provided us, because here we cannot take the a name. Okay, if I change the domain, it will change, the a name will change now. That is why. Okay, clicking on the save, and let's see we are getting, I will show in the one message box that output. We can check it, we are getting correct or not. After we need to save into one variable, control K, domain. Okay. I think in the Excel, one more thing we are getting. First thing we need to get it is domain name is already there. We need to get the register name. Rather than using this domain, we can directly get the register name. Go to here, indicate it. Register, this one. This is the register. Okay. Clicking on here. Go to the edit selector. Okay, highlight it. Here IDX is there, IDX. We don't need to use the IDX. Okay, we need to remove that IDX in the selectors every time we are getting. Highlight it, but we are it is highlighting this one only. You can observe. Now what we can do, we can edit the selector. We can try to take the A name. Open your Explorer. You observe it now. The selector is getting highlighted in domain name. Okay. IR A name, parent class, inner text, parent class, data row. Nothing is value here. Let me check with the A name. If I click the A name, it will not work because selector will change again. Huh? If I will give the
Can
new
we use
domain.
wildcard selectors?
Yeah, we
We
can use
use
wildcard.
the wildcard selectors.
Wildcard also we cannot use. Here we cannot able to use any wildcard. Now wildcard when you will use, if you give here wildcard, there is no purpose of this. See, if you use wildcard here, there is no purpose. If you validate, it is highlighting this one only, but we need to highlight this one now. Here, this one we need to highlight. But if you not use the wildcard, if you directly give the A name,
Can we indicate element again?
inner text take validate, highlight. Here it is also not highlighting. If you want indicate, let indicate it again. Okay. F2. This one. Okay, same here IDX. If you give the IDX, it is highlighting, but IDX we cannot use. IDX will change every time. If you give the format in the IDX star mark, validate, it is not highlighting also. Okay,
Is there
in
any
this,
options?
in
Is there
this,
any options to select anchor?
what?
Is there any option to select anchor? Because we can use the
Yes. That is what we are going to do. Here we are going to use the anchor base because there is no option. We are not getting the options here to get that selector perfectly. A name will change, inner text will change, parent class will change, these parent IDs will not working. At this time, we need to get the anchor base. Okay, let's have it. I'm canceling it. Right. Okay. This type of situations will come at the time we are going to use the anchor base. I'm going to anchor base. Okay. If I will use the anchor base, in anchor base, inside anchor base, we need to use the find element activity. Find element. Only find element we can use inside anchor base. Left side. Okay. Now I am indicating it F2. Okay, I am checking this.
I have a question.
VN. Here anchor is that register. This is our anchor. Okay, based on this only we are taking this because this is a register name is permanent. This will change every time. Okay,
I have a question.
Yeah, let's complete it. Okay, we can add this and we can check the selector A name def. It will highlight. Okay, now it will work. Just tell me your question. What you are asking?
We can use in a as a fuzzy selector automatically anchor. We can automatically select anchor like we have fuzzy selector.
Yes, we have the fuzzy selector. Okay, fuzzy selector. Here we don't have only in the A name. If you are using the fuzzy selector, somewhere we need to give it as a fuzzy 80% or 20%. But in our situation, there is no option to give that fuzzy. Why? Because our A name also whole A name will change every time. Okay. It is the percentage will be the 100%.
Okay.
Fuzzy
validation
selector
is
also, okay, fuzzy selector is also will not work. When the fuzzy selector will work, when you are giving it, and if your construction leaders dot in, if dot in will change, construction leaders is permanent. At that time, you can give the 80% fuzzy selector. If 80% well match will be there, we can use this. But
If
permanent
we-
100% unmatch will be there here.
If we are selecting a target and then we use anchor for a register.
Yes, that is why here anchor is that register.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, proceed.
And after this, what we need to get? This one we need to get it. For that, what we can do? We can take the, sorry. Okay. Now we need to find get text activity about this in the right side. Let's drop it here. Okay, it is not typing. Here, click on it. Use the get text activity and dropping here. Okay. Now indicating the browser. F2. This one I'm taking. Okay. In left side here, we cannot edit the selector. Let's say we don't have option to, in anchor based selectors are not supported in this selector, because in the left side we cannot edit that selector, automatically it will take. Okay. In this anchor base, if you go to the properties, here it will ask the anchor position, where the anchor is there. Anchor position where it is? Left side. This is the anchor. I'm taking as a left. Okay. Save. Either if the anchor is top, if you give it top, it will change like this. Okay. We have the
if we select auto
automatically it will take maximum.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. If we select auto, but better we can give it.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. This is now this get text. I'm deleting this. Already we created one variable now. Domain, we can delete this one also. Now this anchor base, go to the properties. Sorry, here in the get text, go to the properties and save it, output. Control K. str, it is a string, that's why I'm giving the str. Register. This is the register. Okay, now we can check it in the message box also. We can type. str register. Okay, now we can check it. It is coming correct or not. Okay, here we need to observe one more thing. It is in the loop for each row in data table. Okay, after completion of all these things, now again it should be type the here. It need to come here to type it. Again, we need to go to this URL. Whatever this URL is there, who is started. Again, we are removing this and we are typing. Okay, for that we can use the navigate URL. Okay, go to the activities, take navigate to which one? Website URL. Already we have in the variable website URL, we are navigating it. Okay, save. Now we can check it. Close this. Save. Debug. Is opening the website. Okay, sorry. It's already there. Let's close it. Retry. I'm clicking on the retry. Okay, now this is the, see, are able to see it? Same hosting concept www open provider. If you click on OK, it is navigating. Again, it is coming. Okay, it is the anchor base activity. UI element is no longer valid. Let's see why it is not valid. Okay, we are taking this register. After completion of this, UI element is no longer valid. Now we can stop it. Here in the find element, go into edit selector. This is, here it is showing validate, but it is, there it is showing UI element is no longer valid. What I am going to do here, opening the open in UI Explorer, I'm changing these selectors. Okay, I'm giving the A name, inner text, class tag, we can remove it, validate, highlight. Now it is highlighting. Okay, the div element, all this, that parent ID, parent class, I removed it. I have given A name, inner text, tag. These two, these three. Save it. We can run the bot again. You can see if we are getting any errors. It is working fine, right? Okay, let's see. Okay, good. Okay. Okay, it is working fine. Stopping it. We are getting the data. Same, we need to get some more data. We can take the two more, either one. I will take the expires on. Okay, same thing. Go to the activities, anchor base, find element, to select this expires on and change the selector. Open UI Explorer. I am giving the only, I'm removing the class parent ID. I'm giving the only inner text tag. That's enough. Save. Okay. Now here I'm getting another get text activity. Indicate on browser. This one, I need to get it. Go to the properties and save it. str register. Sorry, this is expires. Expire. Okay, good. Now it is saved. Now this one also we can save in one message box. Copy it, paste it here. str expires. Okay, save it. Now I'm going to run it. I'm closing this. Okay. Data is coming. It's working fine. I'm stopping it. Now it's time to add these data into the Excel. Until here, understand it? Any doubts until here? If you understand it until here, type chart. Yes, in there. Okay, good. Thank you. Let's proceed further to write this data into the Excel. Okay. Now, here we need to take to write it, write cell activity. Write cell. In write cell, and before that, if you go for the for each, okay, and which cell I need to write this? First one, go to open the Excel. Okay, this is star. Here we need to type and expires these two cells. What is the cell name? B2. Sorry, I have taken the right cell is a Excel one. I need to take the workbook. Where is this? This is the workbook. Okay, path will be the same. I'm copying this path, Control A, Control C, and paste here. And sheet name will be the sheet 1. Sheet 1. Cell content. What content we need to write? STR register. STR register. And which cell we need to write? B2. B2. Okay. Now in here, if you go to the properties, every time it will write in B2 only. Okay, here we need to change. If you are going to read the first one, it will be the 2, second one 3, fourth one 4, 5, like this. Okay, for that, what I am giving, if you click on for each row in data table, go to the properties, here the output index. Okay, Control K. I'm taking it as an index counter. Okay, take it as a counter. Sorry, counter. What this counter will be do while it is going for the first transaction, the counter will become 0. Okay, it will take the next transaction, it will give a 1. Second one, 2, like this. See here, the in for each row in data table, what it will do? First it will row this row, the counter index will become 0. Then it will go for this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like this. If it is 0, here I need to write in the B2 cells. The cell name is B2. If I will give this counter plus 2 means see, first time if the first row will become the counter is 0. Second one, second row, the counter will become 1. Third one, counter become 2. But what is the cell address here? C2. Sorry, where we are writing B2. B2, this is by default. If I want to give it as dynamically, plus counter plus 2, this B counter, the counter is 0 plus 2 is equal to B3, sorry, B2. Okay, B2. Again, it will come here. It will become B3. Again, it will come here. It will become B4. Okay, now counter here 1, 1 plus 2, 3. Here it will be 2, 2 plus 2, 4. Like this, it will work. Okay. For that, what I am going to do here, in the write cell activity, go to the properties. Here, sorry, wherever we have given the B2, go to the advanced editor, open in advanced editor. Here I am reviewing the 2. Counter plus counter plus 2 bracket. It is an integer that we need to give it in the string. Dot to string. Okay, now it will become first time B2, second time B3, like this. Okay, click on OK. Save. Next, same thing. I'm copying right cell, paste it here, and writing in the which cell we need to write? Excuation, this one, D2. Okay, same here. I am changing it. Remaining things are same. D, cell value. Then, sorry, this is B only. Bottom one, we can change it to the D. This is B only. This is the D. D and the str expires. Okay. Save. Let's run it first. And where the message box are there. Okay. Now we can, it's time to test it. Save. Now I'm using the run file directly. It will run very fast. Better to close this this browser. Okay. Okay. One okay. One is completed. Second one. Okay. I am stopping. I'm stopping it. Let's see that data is added or not. Okay, you can able to see due to that text abstraction, it is coming like this. Yeah. Okay.
Select that row on Control Shift.
Okay, now you can see. This is, it has a return. The dates also written. Okay, now it is adding the data. But here, one issue is there. While we are running the bot, it is completed here due to the some issue, bot has stopped. Okay, I am running it again. what happened? Now bot is stopped here. I'm closing this Excel. Already some of the URLs are completed. Okay, I am running it again. If you observe again, it will starting from the onlinetrainers.in. From starting, whenever I'll stop it, again it will starting coming from the starting. I don't need like this, because wherever I stop, wherever it is, if some domains are completed, it will not take those domains. It needs to proceed for the other one. Okay, for that, I'm stopping it. For that, what solution we can make it? See, in Excel, here the status will be there. If I will update the status here, right, completed everything, it will be very good, because I know that which domains are completed and all these status. Okay, for that, what I am going to do, I am going to take another right cell activity. On the successful submission of these two, I am taking another right cell, and same thing here, I am typing status as a completed. Right. Okay, once after this, in which position we need to give? In F. Same in F. Okay, now save it. Now we can delete all these. Okay, saving it. What happened? Now the status, it will update the status as a completed. Before going to this, typing into this domain, I need to check it. The domain is completed or not. For that, what I'm going to do, going to take the one if condition. Okay, if activity. Sorry, where it is in the if only, no? Okay, in this if activity, I'm giving the condition. Which condition? Current row. I'm copying this. And the column name is status. This status. Status. I'm giving the is equal to in string completed. Okay, can see it. Okay, if current row of status dot to string is equal to completed, that row in the status column, it is completed, we need to skip it because we don't need to search it again. Okay, if it is completed, where it will go? If it is completed, where it will go? It will go to the then condition. For that, I'm going to give one log message. Log message. Log level is info. I will discuss in upcoming classes what it is. Okay, this domain is completed. If you want to know which domain is completed, in that I'm going to give the current row of domain name. Okay, plus. Okay, now in else part, we are moving all these. Okay, if it is not, the status is not completed, else part, I am moving this. Okay. Save. Right now. Okay, debugging. Sorry, rather than debugging it, we can run the file. Close this first. Run the file. I'm closing these browsers also. Okay. Okay, first one is completed. Second one, it is going. Okay. Now we can stop the bot. Let's check first. Okay, state, it is updating the status. Completed. Now we can run the bot again. We need to choose phone card. The first one, it need to skip all this and it will start from the phone card.in. Okay, let's save. I'm clicking on run file. We have given one log message. That log messages, it will show in the output panel. You can see domain is completed, domain is completed, domain is completed, completed. All this it is coming. Okay, it is open the new one. Let's close this one. Okay. Okay, lens store. Okay, it is skipping. Now it is very perfect. Okay, somewhere we got that. Okay. Okay, now we can go. See, sometimes what will happen if they have given the wrong domains in the Excel. So here, rather than using this, I'm inserting a one, that is edkondalu.com. I'm using this. Okay, I'm copying it. If I will search this domain, if I will search this domain, it is also there. Let's check some other one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this domain is not there. If domain is not there, how it will show? It's look like this domain is not registered yet. Okay, what if they have given the wrong domains in that? At that time, how bot is handling it? Okay, for that, we
Try
can.
catch.
Yes, that's what we are going to do. Let's see. Without try catch, in many cases we can use try catch, but so many people, if you are not aware about the try catch, we can use the some of the element exist and if condition also. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
If domain is not there, within the time only, Here, after reading in the for each row in data table, we are checking the if condition. Before that if condition, this is the body. Okay, this is the if condition. Here I am taking one element exist. If that element is there or not. Okay, element exist. This one. Here, what will happen? If domain will be there, if domain will be there, it will show like this. Okay. Now, what is the permanent here? This domain information button is permanent. This one. This text is permanent. For that, I am indicating that one. Here, nothing is permanent. This one only is permanent. For that, I am taking the, again, we can indicate edit selector, open in browser. Okay, name domain information, we can remove the class, parent ID, validate, and highlight it. It is working fine. Okay, selector is okay. Now, let's close this UI explorers. Which one it is? This is no. And which one it is? This is domain information. Save it and close it. Okay. Now again we can take another if condition. This is for basic thing. If you already know about all these things, you can use the try catch and all this. Okay, but before better we can use if condition, one if condition. After this, and this element exists, I'm going to the properties. Control K. Domain exist. This one I am taking domain exist. If domain is correct or not, domain exist. It is already, it is a Boolean variable. If you go to the variables panel, automatically it will create the Boolean variable. Domain exist, Boolean type. It is true or false. If domain information will be there, it will go into the true. If it is not there, it will go into the false. If true, it will go for then. If it is false, it will go for the else. Okay. What we have given? Domain exist. Domain exist. Okay. If it is true, if domain information will be true, let's move this in this condition, if condition. This is in the else only. Okay, in this, because first we need to type it now before it. We can move this one into this else condition block before typing, because if domain is after clicking on search button only now we are getting it. Okay, when we will get it? After type into query, click on button. After this search button. Okay, click on button. After this search button, okay, click on button will be there. After this, we are checking this domain information will be there or not. Okay, then this if condition we are going to give here. Okay, in this if domain information will be correct, then it will go for the then block. Here we can remove this, delete this, because I no need to use it again. Okay, we are moving into the then block. move it. Move it. Okay, in else block, I am giving one log message for reference purpose. Domain is invalid. Either domain is not registered yet. At which domain? We're going to give one equal condition here. And the domain is current row of where we have given the current row. In this, type into this current row. Log level is info plus save. Okay. Here in the Excel, I'm giving the one wrong domain. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'm saving the file and run it. We have removed the message boxes. Okay. Remember it. Let's close this. Okay, it's opened. Is searching. See now, this domain is not there. Okay, it's need to be updated in the output log messages. Let's see here. Already some of the domains are completed. It is showing it is completed. It needs to be print the log message. Why it will take time? The default time for element exists. Either any activity, the default time is 30 seconds. They will ask this question in the interviews. What is the default time for any activity? It is 30 seconds. Domain is not registered yet. Equal to edcon123.com. This domain is not registered. Okay. Now we can check it. It will go for the next. Okay. Here we need to observe one thing. If domain is not exist, it's need to be navigate into the URL. Then only it will type it again. But here we didn't give it that navigation. That's why it will throw the element not found error. Definitely. Let's see. Selector not found error. Okay. Now we can tackle this issue. To hide this, here we have given the navigate to URL. No? Navigate. This navigate, copying it. And I'm giving this navigate in the here. If domain is wrong, we need to navigate to the main URL again. No? If it is wrong, again we need to navigate into this main URL. This URL. Okay, like this it should come. Okay. Let's see. Let's run it again. And one more thing, the domain name, that whatever domain name we have given, it will search it again. Why? Because in else condition, we are not updating the status about it. It is wrong or it is not. Okay. For that also, we can do the one condition. Okay. Let's check it. If I want to know that the domain is wrong, that I need to update the status now for the domain, wrong domain names. Okay. I am taking this right cell activity wherever we are updating the status. This right cell, where the right cell is there, this one. Okay, I'm taking the right cell. Here. And I'm updating the status. Where we need to update, same, completed. Rather than using the completed, domain is not valid. Okay, update, we are, domain is not valid. Updating the status like this. Okay, in if condition also we need to give it. copying it. So, sorry, we can copy this into the notepad for correct information. Okay, this one we are giving in if condition, where the if condition we are checking in the it is in this if we have to give another condition. Okay, you sorry, here it's gone. And it need to be matched both the conditions. Take the same thing. And okay, now we can observe it. Two conditions are there. It's a and condition. It should match either rather than giving and we need to give r. Here we can add r. Means if it is equal to completed or it is equal to domain is not valid. At that time, it will not give it. Okay. Okay. Now save it. Save. Okay. Now let observe it. Closing this. Run file. Is invalid. The element exists. I already told you. Element exists. It will wait for 30 seconds. Okay. Okay. Here we got the one exception. Get text message UI element is no longer valid. Exception type. This where we got it. This one for which domain we got it. This one. This UI element is no longer valid. Let's check it. Register find domain. I think here it will show the selector. It is showing. It is highlighting, but it is showing UI element is no longer valid. Let's check with the tag name class. Visible text also we can take. Visible text is register. Okay, save it again. We are making this selector very strong. And we can run it again. We can run and let's see. Okay, run file. Whatever it is failed, that same domain it will take. Let's see, it is failing again. or not? Okay, it's passed. Okay, that we selector, we make it very strong. If you are giving so many conditions, it will become very strong. Again, we are getting the no longer valid. Where we are getting that no longer valid? Let's check it again. No longer valid. This one only, register only. We indicate this again. Register indicate on screen. Okay, on the anchor base, it is validating. Sometimes due to the cache issue in browser also we'll get like this. For that we can remove the cache. Clear the cache. Settings. Privacy and policy. Here we have the cache. Choose what to clear. I'm clearing the browsing history. All time. Clear now. Due to the cache issue also we will get it like this. I'm creating the browser, remove the browser history. Save it. Run the file again. Let's check it. 1 minute. Okay, events club is not there. Okay, it will also handle it. It will wait for 30 seconds. Again, after completing 2, we are getting the selector issue. UI element is no longer valid. Type uipath.code.invalid exception. Here we are getting UI element. For this register only we are getting. Edit selector. Open in UI Explorer. It will happen so many times. UI element is no longer valid. Register. Where we can check that we can change it. Let's see. This is the div element. In this div, nothing is there. Highlight. This is register only. No? This is the parent div. Inner text. This in the inner text until register it will be same, but until it will change. This provider. I'm giving the asterisk wildcards. Let's check it. It is highlighting it or not. Okay, it is highlighting. We can try with this selector also. Let's check us. Save. Okay, maybe we need to highlight the only this one that will not work in the anchor base. Sorry. This one only we need to highlight. Let's check with the default selector again. Close it. Save or run file. Most of the time it is happening due to the cache only. If you clear the browsing history, it will come. Okay, it is coming. Now let's see the data is updating or not. Whatever we did. Domain status. Okay, here we are getting a domain is not valid, domain is not valid. Okay, this is how we can proceed. Any doubts here in this? Yeah, hello, any doubts here?